I have lots of good news for you, Gemini. Work-related astrological areas look very promising for you this month. There will be less chaos and maybe less excitement, but 2026 will make up for it and more. So take a break while you can. Some relationship issues may reveal themselves, but you do not have to solve them yet. And it's also a good time to take some time off, even amidst all of the work activities. I'm Nadia, the astrologer for people who do not necessarily believe in astrology, but who love hearing their monthly forecasts. And this is yours for November 2025. First off, let's take a look at Venus that starts the month in Libra in your area of fun, games, romance, and children and creativity. It will stay here until the 7th, so it's highly recommended that you use this first week of November to have fun. So if you are not working your ass off in the first week, this is easy. See friends, go on dates, clubbing, or buy yourself something, or take a small trip. If you are busy, try being busy in a more creative and cinematic manner. See yourself as the main character of a TV show and behave accordingly. Gamify your business. So whatever professional role you need to play, dress the part and play it with gusto. And have at least some fun after work. Preferably either with your romantic partner or with fun female friends. Before we continue, let me offer you something. I've opened 15-minute surprise welcome consults. They are quick personal readings where I show you what's most interesting about your chart or what the near future might have in store for you. They're 65 euros a piece, and there is an element of surprise since you do not know what I will find especially intriguing in your chart. It's fun for me because I will get to know you guys, and I will also get to talk about the astrological features and combinations that I am attracted to or maybe even puzzled with. You just pick your astrology comfort level so I don't confuse you with advanced material or bore you with basics. The offer is open until the end of December. Links here and below if you want to snag one. Now back to your forecast. Now Mars. It starts the month in Scorpio, where it's adding the sense of urgency to your day-to-day work life or in some other responsibilities that you may have. But on the 4th, it moves into Sagittarius and focuses on the important one-on-one relationships in your life. When Mars focuses on something, you have more energy to deal with this area of life, but it comes at a cost. You are more excited and or more stressed. It takes up space in your mind and in your heart. So an easy example would be that there is a conflict of interest between you and your spouse, for example, and you get agitated about it, which means very motivated, which is stressful, but also kind of good as well. Or maybe your partner or friend is suddenly enthusiastic about something and you have to deal with this excessive energy. Or you grow impatient with not having a partner and you decide to find one. If you are an early May-born Gemini, the more likely scenario is a conflict where your partner wants something more usual or to maintain the status quo, and you are the more unconventional of the two, the source of chaos and change and uncertainty. If this is your scenario, give yourself time. In the next years, you will absolutely need to invest into carving out your own path in life, which almost certainly will not be the status quo. But it's also possible that the decisive battle will not be fought this November. So take it easy and give yourself time, even if Mars makes you feel like it's now or never. The full moon in Taurus on the 5th of November will mean almost nothing to most of you guys. So feel free to just sleep through it or just relax more on the days surrounding it so that your subconscious have more opportunities to interact with it without involving you. However, If some important part of your life right now is top secret, so for example, if you're having an affair or are secretly preparing some bold career or business move, or maybe if you are engaged in some spiritual or even magical practices that you would like to keep secret, then this full moon will demand that you give this secret project your complete and undivided attention, without telling anyone, of course. The full moon may also be meaningful for those of you who are now in the process of slowly saying goodbye to something in your life, or to somebody who or that was really important for a while. More likely than not, it's a long goodbye where just deciding to leave something behind doesn't work, and where your mind needs time, basically. Some back and forth, like should I stay or should I go, that sort of thing. So, in all of these scenarios, this is an internally focused full moon, which makes it absolutely okay for you to be a bit quiet or closed down on the day surrounding it. Now, on the day of the full moon, Uranus, the planet of radical individualism, freedom, progress, and detachment, is still in your sign. It entered your sign in July, but it is retrograde now, and on the 8th of November, it will retrograde back into Taurus for a few months until the end of April 2026, when it will re-enter your sign for good. What it means is that for the next few months, it will be working with your unconscious mind more than with the conscious. So it could be that in, say, August, September, or October, you grew restless and hungry for change, which is very Uranian. But that by the end of November, this urge to just speed things up and change something will dissipate. And that's okay. It will return in 2026 full force and will get even more support than in 2025. So it's okay to relax a bit and collect yourself. Maybe earn some money so you have enough when you want to change things fast the next time. Maybe strengthen connections, collect information, restore yourself, or just breathe out. Or start working on your project of liberation in secret. That also works. Your ruler, Mercury, is starting the month in Sagittarius, which is your area of important relationships. It usually speeds things up, gives people ideas, starts conversations, etc. So you may enter this month talking to your partner or friends a lot, or thinking about your relationship a lot. However, by the 10th of November, this Mercury slows down and starts its retrograde phase. So whatever it is you thought or talked about or agreed on may need to be reconsidered in the course of a few weeks. Do not treat any agreement as final before December, before mid-December even. Weirdly, in the course of its retrograde, Mercury will slide back into Scorpio, where it will occupy yourself with your routines, your daily responsibilities, and professional skills. Why that's weird is because some issues that will have surfaced in the area of relationships will require that you invest more into your daily labors. Maybe some plans you made with your partner require that now you do the work to make those plans possible. Or maybe you have talked about the problems you have and decided to focus more on doing than on talking for a while, and to reassess how you both feel in 1 or 2 months. Could also be that your work, health, or daily responsibilities simply require your attention right now, and that because of it, you cannot really give the relationship your full attention. You will do it later, but for now, after Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 19th of November, it is worth it to focus on the mundane. Now to Jupiter. It spends a year, so the time from summer 2025 to summer 2026, in Cancer, bringing you luck and opportunities in matters of earning, spending, and owning. It comes with a downside though, which is that you're supposed to be unsatisfied with how you're doing in this regard now. You're supposed to use the energy of this dissatisfaction, which is also ambition, to fuel your hustle. thing about Jupiter this month is that on the 12th of November, it enters its yearly retrograde phase, giving you time to adjust. Now, what are you adjusting to? Depends on your situation. So let's say you made some attempts to earn more. Now would be the time to look at how it panned out and course correct. Adjust your rates, marketing, billing, or maybe how much work you put into it. Or maybe you splurged a bit and now your budget is screaming for help. And yes, as grown-ups, we have to answer those screams. Importantly, now would be the time to think about how to live more abundantly in the long term, how to earn more but sustainably, how to budget so that you still enjoy your life but can also save, how to manage your property in the smartest way possible. Another scenario is, of course, that you felt the need for prosperity, but you didn't really try to get there. Well, if that's you, use this Jupiter retrograde to explore your options, to prepare to use at least one of them, and make sure you're ready to act when Jupiter turns direct mid-March or in a few weeks that follow. There will be a new moon in Scorpio on the 20th. Scorpio is your astrological area of day-to-day responsibilities, routines, or professional skills, and office life in general, and relationships with colleagues, especially if you are the boss. So here you are allowed a fresh start. And this new moon has a hell of a lot of support. So there's a lot of potential. And the outlook is great, but it's not that simple. So first complication is that there might be some unpredictable factor involved that is beyond your control. So something like that strikes or did strike already, and you need to consider it in your plans and in your actions. Another complicating factor is that this new moon is happening very close to the retrograde Mercury, so it's unlikely that the plan you will come up with initially is going to be the final one, which is okay. As we know, first draft of everything is shit. So if you want to come out of it with a working system that benefits you, give yourself time and opportunity to try out different things and correct your plans accordingly. So keeping that in mind, it's a brilliant, even if demanding, new moon, and you would be well advised to use its energy to make sure your day-to-day truly and efficiently works for you. And the last piece is my favorite one, and it also concerns Scorpio. So this, your day-to-day mundane area of life. The cool thing that happens here after the new moon is that Venus and Mercury, which is retrograde, meet and form amazingly supportive aspects to quite a few planets. Mercury will end its retrograde on the 30th and will form all of those aspects again in the first days of December. What it means for you is that your daily life is a powerful source of energy, inspiration, and even magic in the final 10-ish days of November and the first few days of December. So immerse yourself in the mundane shit. Do it with love. Go to the office like you're the character in one of the procedurals who is addicted to their job. If you're trying to improve your home or health routines, treat them like they are a piece of art. Buy yourself props that would make it more pleasant for you to do the useful things that you do. Be public about it. Share your experience on social media. Do whatever it takes to make sure that you are emotionally involved in it. The more heart you invest into it, the more thought and attention and love, the more amazing results you are going to get. And this is it for November. I hope this has inspired you somewhat, especially when it comes to money and daily work. I wish you a good one and see you in the next videos, Gemini.